Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the...
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. Open runway ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia!
Number 5, with the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner is stopped.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Burrows his way for a couple, he's out to the 8.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Willis. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They keep attacking through the air. And he intercepts it. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some...
The ball pops out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. But a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Fires left. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cavaliers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll start this drive with a pass. Still looking on the move. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Hits him with a stiff arm. And tackled there by the defense.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Bowls his way forward. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jennings. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Virginia 14, NC State 0.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
He wants to throw here on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Willis. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to move the chains on 4th down. NC State comes to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. He looks that one in nicely. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Got a man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when the defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback adapting. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. Bounced off his feet. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's going to pass. Caught. Across the 25. He's got room. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the try is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
This offense has a second down play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Using his legs, it's Hunt. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Oh, he missed it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
At the 45, on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Got a man. It's Willis. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such...
Touchdown, NC State! And the comeback is on. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 11 over Purdue. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's going up top. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls.
Touchdown, North Carolina State. They looked finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up.
Really nice job working the route and getting him.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. If you should have ran a better route.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Discards him with the stiff arm. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolfpack! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, theirs being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Fakes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got the back in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick step and go. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Off play action on 1st down. Let's it fly. He's open on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.